About 4 years ago, I rebuilt these spreaders. I made new oak pieces to replace them, and had some cracks in the brackets welded up. And 4 or 5 years later, they're already starting to show some age again. We got some weather checking in the wood, and maybe a few more cracks showing up. So with all that, we decided just to get rid of the wood spreaders and go to aluminum spreaders. There's really two options for aluminum spreaders. You get custom-made airfoil shaped spreaders, or you can buy like off-the-shelf tubular spreaders. And we decided to go with like off-the-shelf tubular spreaders and make our own custom bracket. So I bought these from Dyer Mast. They're 36 inches long from the base to the tip, which is exactly what our old spreaders are. And they're made with 1/8-inch diameter tubing. So this is well more than beefy enough for our boat. And
you did the calculations on that?
And I did the calculations on it. And like this thing buckles at like 100 pounds before the wire breaks. And because of the angles, it will never actually see that much load. So there's the original spreader bracket, and here's the adapters we had welded up so we can adapt this to the round aluminum tubes. So this is going to work like this. On our boat, this is how the lowers attach to the mast. It shares the same 2 bolt holes as the spreader bracket. So then I'm intending this piece just a bolt on top. So this entire assembly will just simply bolt onto the mast using bolts that are slightly longer. Got only 2 more things I need to do to these. First thing is I need to drill a small hole right here so if any water gets inside of here, it can drain out. And then the last thing is just to drill a hole through the spreader and out the other side, so I can install a bolt just to keep the spreader tubes from popping out while the mast is down. Because when the mast is up and the shrouds are tightened, it's going to try to push everything together. So so this bolt is just to keep it from falling apart when it's on the ground. So this was actually pretty affordable. I got quotes for a airfoil shaped bracket spreader for around $400, and plus brackets at another $400, so around $800. These were $60 a piece.
And how much do you have into the brackets?
Into these, I have about $15 into these, plus a $25 bottle of gin to the guy who welded them for me.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, James. I give him the gin after he welded it. We're super happy with the way the spreaders have turned out. Able to make our own bracket and use the off-the-shelf tube worked out well for us. We'll leave a link in the description below so you can take a look at the off-the-shelf tube we used. If you haven't been following along, we're replacing all the standing rigging on this boat. If you want to check out this project from the beginning, we have a link to it over there. And we'll see you next week.